All right, we're back here with our DuPage area picks, a little combination of the West Suburban and the I-8 area conferences that we merge up here. And you guys see Mike sitting in here for Scott for the picks, so you'll hear Scott chiming in, with his picks from his sick bed in the back. But Scotty, what's our first game?
We got the I-8 game, Lisle 4-3 at Piatone 3-4. Lisle's got a tough last game. I think if they want to get the playoffs, they have to win this one.
And I think they will. We talked about it a little bit earlier. They definitely have to get in there. I think they know they have to win this game. I think they're going to come out with the win and lock up their playoff because points-wise they're good. So I think they'll come in and lock up this week.
I think the key for Lisle is, like we were discussing before, them getting off to a good start. And the coach, Dan Sanko, said last Friday after the game, that's something that's been a problem for them this year. But I think they're well aware of what they have to do here from here on out to get into the playoffs. So I think they'll have them ready to go. They'll be coming off the bus. And Nick Saul, I think he's passed for like 9 or 10 touchdowns already this year. They definitely got some
surprise player.
Yes, they definitely got some tools on offense. So I'm sure Piatone will give them a good game because they're on the playoff bubble too, and it's a must game for them this year too, this week too. But I think Lisle will come out on top of this one.
You know what I said? I said week 3, that when they totally gave away that game to Seneca, that game was going to come back and bite them in the butt.
Yeah.
And here's where it's going to bite them in the butt. You're not going to Piatone and walking away with the win in that environment.
The tone.
Yeah, I'm going with Piatone in this one in a close game, but the big school advantage right there, and it's going to make Lisle pretty hurting after that week 3 loss. We got Westmont 2-5 at Coal City 6-1. I don't think it's looking too good for the Signals.
Again, here's another one of those games where the band or the cheerleading section for Coal City is probably going to have more. And again, not knocking Westmont. I mean, they're a small school, but you just can't compete against these big schools when I don't even think they take a bus to the game, do they? They take like an SUV.
Basically, I think if you wanted to.
They fit all the kids in a minivan, with the stone goal seating. Mm-hmm. So it's just it's one of them things where they just don't have enough kids to compete. So when you're going both ways and your offensive line is pulling about 180 pounds, they just can't compete in Coal City, and they're not gonna.
Yeah, it's too bad because you kind of feel for the head coach over there. He's doing the best job he can in the circumstances.
And there's talent there. There's kids on that Westmont team who would be stars on a team where they were only asked John Pacheco, if he's only asked to play receiver or play defensive back, he'd probably be a star in either one of them. But when he's asked to play defensive back and wide receiver and quarterback and kicker, kick returner,
offensive lineman. Offensive lineman.
Yeah, offensive lineman. It's so hard.
And they have their quarterback playing 2 ways as well. That's tough. And you just kind of hope the last couple of games here that John Pisarcik doesn't get injured for basketball season.
Right, exactly.
Just keep him out of the woods there.
Yeah, so Coal City's going to win this.
I agree. Coal City in a run-up. What about we go to the West Suburban? A big game for Downers North here. They're 5-2. They're playing host to Hinsdale Central, also 5-2. Downers North schedule took a turn for the worst 2 last few weeks, and it doesn't get any better here this week or next week.
It doesn't. But something tells me that you got 5-2, 5-2 teams. They're looking for that thing. You had your upset specials later. I'm gonna take Downers North this one. I'm gonna say that they're gonna go ahead and go up against Hinsdale Central and get that win.
Downers Grove is obviously, I think Downers North has been the surprise team of either division of the West Suburban Conference this year. Boy, what a blessing to have a quarterback like Dave Edwards, who is like 6'6" or 6'7", and can just looking over the line and being able to see the whole field like that. That is just a terrific asset. Yes. 2 more years is going to be around. He's going to be wow. I wonder what he's going to be like as a senior.
John Waters is loving that one up there.
I have to go with Hinsdale Central on this one. I think they just have they've got a good quarterback as well, and their offense is very, very powerful. So I have to give the edge to Hinsdale Central on this one.
I'm going to agree with Sandro on this one. I like Hinsdale Central. I think Downers North is going to be one of those 5-4 teams sweating it out on selection Saturday. I'm going to go with, and probably a pretty close game, but Downers North doesn't beat anybody worth relevance all year.
And
I don't see it changing here.
Too, is that if you get to 5-4 in that in the West Suburban Sullivan, and you can get to the playoffs because you played some good teams at the playoff points. And
their points should be okay.
Yeah.
And the last game here, Downer South 2-5 at Hinsdale South 5-2. It's about over finally for the Mustangs.
This pain is about to end for this year, and we'll see what Coach Buskis really does this year. But you know what? This is not the way he wanted to go out, and unfortunately, it's not going to get easier for him in this one. I took Downers over Hinsdale in the one. I'm taking Hinsdale over Downers in this one. I don't. This one's just not going to be much of a competition.
I have to agree, Hinsdale South in this one too. They've got a very balanced team, and they've been doing the job pretty well most of the year. It's kind of sad, like I said, it's kind of sad to see the team go this route with John Belskus being his last year teaching and retiring from teaching after this year. But it's a tough year.
I'm going to agree with you guys. I'm picking Hinsdale South in this one. If you'd have told me at the start of the season when I saw Downer South the first week that they would be 2-5, I would have said you're kidding me. But that's what happens, and Hinsdale South's going to roll in this one.
That's why I play the games.
But there we go. That's enough for another conference, and we'll be back with some more picks.